Well, hello and welcome to what I call my messy ski corner, aka my bedroom slash, yeah, that is my bathroom. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna scoot under here for a second. Yeah, that's doesn't really hide anything, but it shows you the cool MoonBoot box, which is what brings me here. Okay. This is my first review, by the way, if you can't tell. Welcome to Sarah's Skate Corner. Okay, hi, I'm Sarah Cole. We're gonna talk about some skates. I'm excited. Okay, I don't even really know where to start. I just know what I'm excited about and what brought me here to tell you today. So I'm in Houston, Texas. I have been skating since I was little. I started with figure skating at the local skating rink in Katy, Texas, the Mason Road Skate Team rink. So holler out to y'all, and they're actually still there. And so that was like the coolest spot, by the way, in the area. There and the Dairy Ashford roller rink were like the two closest rinks, and then there's a Bear Creek one too. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I started with figure skating and got to, at the time, what they called the purple leotard. You started with like your own, and then went to like red, and then purple, and then black, and black your like teacher. So I went to purple and then switched to speed skating with a derby like boot or a speed boot, and then didn't go back to a heeled boot until the skate-demic here with the COVID pandemic, which now has allowed me to try quite a few skates. So starting with the figure skating boot, that was it was a Reidell. I don't remember, I was little, like a kid, so like 13, so I didn't really pay attention back then. I'm sure it was like the Riedell 297. It was white with the pink laces and pink wheels and pink stopper, and I think those were the first models that didn't have just the typical white or nude with the nude laces. So I was pretty stoked, like, oh, I get to detail with the pink. Now we have like totally a whole new market. That's so exciting, right? So I stuck with a derby boot for a long time, which then grew out of my derby boot, which also was a Riedell, because it was like a size 4 or 5. And I am a whopping 8.5 in this bad boy up in here. Woman's 8.5 shoe. So, yeah. As an adult, my first skate I got in early 2019, January 2019, which was my Reidell R3, which was right, actually, like kind of a year before the pandemic. So they took about a month to get here. I have upgraded, obviously, laces. They have a jam plug in right now. These are the Radar Villain wheels, which I asked at the store to custom put them on. They were not the stock for the R3s. It has the nylon thrust plate. I upgraded the bushings. It's a flat heel. Reidell R3 derby boot. This is a hybrid indoor-outdoor, basically derby wheel. You can see all the lines are super wide. The edges were pretty sharp until I ground them down doing toe stops, T-stops outside. But other than that, they're a great skate, great wheel. Pretty light, you know, pretty comfy, pretty padded. Basic stock, you know, thrust trucks. Powerdyne trucks, Powerdyne, pretty much everything, just Powerdyne nylon thrust plate made from Reidell boot. The stopper, I think, was the original stock stopper, like this Powerdyne stock stopper. So I, again, have upgraded a little bit, but I don't really wear this much anymore, but it's a great skate. For its price point. It took about a month to get to me. I want to say it was, I don't even remember how much it costs, but close to 200, I'm sure. I'd have to look that up. I can come back on that. But I don't really like derby skate anymore. This is a vinyl, by the way. This is not leather. They have so many other nicer, like, form-fitting custom skates. This was their basic, like, not a kid skate, but they're like upgrade from that, basically. I wanted the She Devils so bad. The Reidell She Devils. I forgot what stock boot number that was, but anyways, this is my make mock version of a cheaper version of the She Devils. So there you go. Got those. Skated on those for quite a while till, like I said, the skate didn't. So then I got the Beach Bunny. Well, I ordered the Beach Bunny and the Lolly like a month apart, thinking that, I don't even remember what I was thinking. So I got the Beach Bunny like for my birthday at the beginning of the skate to make in April of 2020. But they took till, or they were back ordered to like October of 2020. So I was like, oh my God, I don't want to wait this long for a fucking skate. So I went ahead and ordered the Lolly thinking they would get here quicker. And they took almost a year. So the Beach Bunnies actually came in August, which was earlier than expected, to October. So I was super excited about that. Now, I did upgrade them, but I have changed them out to take away to another skate, which I'll explain. But I have the Roller Bones Estrogen. I chose the Rainbow Pack. They're 101 hardness, 57 millimeters. I have Red's bearings in them. These were my skate park skates. They were designed to be beat 'em up rough. I had great cushionings in them, the orange medium harness. I have the Twinkle Toes roller stop, the last like Twinkle Van Glow series, so they glow in the dark. I'm going to be using these on something else now. I had tings on them, like I upgraded them. I thought they were the most magical things when I got them. They're super hard, super hard. They're about $250. This is a like extremely hard vinyl vegan boot. This is a hockey boot, just straight up. It's a hockey boot on wheels. Oh. Hello, are you there? So I put back the stopper on it. It is a adjustable stopper. Same with the Reidell R3s, by the way, adjustable, that I put in the jam plug. I put on Fun Days on here. I put back the Apex 7. Actually, I think these came with Apex 5, and then the Lollies came with Apex 7s. Still pretty good bearing, basic stock bearing. This is one heavy duty metal plate, metal trucks. I put back the hard gray like cushionings in there, whatever. This is a skate you could throw in the skate bowl and run over a million times and it would still be pretty solid until you rip this out, because this is a glued heel. So this is plastic. There's no, stitching on there, so it's glued. It's just bolted and glued. For the most part, it's super padded, super hard, super durable. But because of that kind of, this long, thick, hockey toe, which here, I'll show you on the other one because I have that one laced up. I'm giving these to my girlfriend, by the way. So that's why I'm redoing them. But they're cute. Like, they're so cute on the inside. Dog hair galore. So you're getting my dog hair too, by the way. I love the, like, Lisa Frank look. They have the little bunnies on skateboards, and then they have the lollies, actually, which those were the actual skates I got. So I had my skates on my other skates, so I thought that was cool. This tongue is freaking insane. Grippy, thick, hard tongue. So for a skate park skate or a beginner skate, I thought this was like a great affordable go-to. So I did put a slide block on it. It is fit to this plate, so I'm gonna have to figure that out or just give them to, the girl doesn't really like slide blocks, so she's like, just sell it. So we'll see. But so these have some upgrades to them, but here's the basic Beach Bunny. They came with these really pretty like champagne rose gold laces in the gummy wheels, the 78A, but they were like 57 millimeter. I think they're pretty small, but they were so sparkly and pretty and have the little bunnies on them. But my daughter loves them and has them on her derby boots. And so these are basically what, you know, they're great beat 'em up skates. So, by the way, these are hybrid wheels. The Fun Days, I highly suggest them, especially for beginner if you're like trying to park skate. They're slightly harder, but still kind of gummy. They're in between like the 101s and 90s hardness, but they're in like an 85A basically, which the gummiest are like the 78As, and so they're like butter. That's the only way I can describe them. I do love the Fun Day wheels, or a hybrid wheel. But there's something about like the other hybrid wheels, even the material that they use, their polyurethane, their composite is just super smooth. It's like butter. That's the only way to describe it. But again, this is super hard. Like I never broke these in as much as I want. I mean, I've scuffed them up pretty dang good, you know, beat them up. And they never really like got too beat up, you know, like you could run these over. So then the lollies came. Again, I realized how blessed it is to have so many skates, but especially when learning new boots, you kind of don't really know what you're doing, so it's also a great experience to try out. So if you have the opportunity to do that, highly suggest getting used boots and upgrading them yourself. And then reselling your old skates too, and or give away, or you know, however, keep the world skating and try, you know, what finally really fits for you. So then I got the lollies. So I do love this skate. I do love my lollies. As you can see, they've been pretty worn in. I love them. Again, with the rolled cuff, they have a super soft tongue. I'm sure y'all have seen all the reviews on how soft this tongue is. Yes, it does slide like a lot. These fit like socks. They're super soft. They're suede. They do have a hard bottom, but the upper is super soft. Super thin and narrow, but yet you don't really notice that when you're skating. It fits like a glove from the moment you get them out of the box. It has a nylon thrust plate. I upgraded the wheels, bearings, cushions, all of that, toe stops. So this does not come stock with this. They came with the super gummy wheels, which I have beat the crap out, but I do love these wheels for outdoor skating. They're like on air, going over cracks, everything, they'll take it. They're 65 millimeter. They are huge, huge. I love cheese ball cheddar bearings. That's what's in there. So I do love those. So yes, cheese ball cheddars. Love them. They have different grades. They have ceramic, like Swiss variety, but price point wise, I stuck with the cheddars. They do me good, and they're yellow and I love them. So again, these are the luminous wheels, the black pearl and the pinks. The 62 millimeters, so they're slightly smaller than the gummies, but bigger than the Fun Days, like an in-between. I love them. They are 85A, so they're hybrid. Good for indoor, outdoor. Lollies come with the nylon thrust plate. Overall, great skate. This is about $350, if not more, depending on what you do to it, especially when you start upgrading it. It has a lot of eyelet holes and hooks because so this is kind of like a figure skating boot that's super soft. The Beach Bunny is like a hockey boot. It's super hard. But then that brings brings me to dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please. Now again, I have not done much to these because I didn't really have to yet. The Moonlight Rollers. From the moment I ordered them, grand experience, by the way. Okay, so for one, waited about a month for my Riedells. I modified a few things, but they weren't like custom. Beach Bunny's bot stock, waited about 8 months. Like 6 to 8 months. Lollies, waited about 10 months, $350. Ordered these within the week. Not only did the company reach out and talk to me, excited, I'm excited, they're excited. When I got them, they even confirmed how excited I was and that they were excited. So the customer service one, amazing. Order these within the week, they were here. Again, those were ordered in a skate-demic, pandemic, when we just like couldn't get skates or gear. So I think we're coming out of that for sure, but there's still a lot of places out. So that really surprised me that they came within the week. Straight out of the box, kind of similar to the Lollies, they just fit, didn't really have a break-in time, immediately great skate. This is the 2nd generation plate. So points of why I love this skate. For one, I do love that my Lolly is soft, especially being that I was like derby speed skating kind of boot, and then didn't have ankle support, so that wasn't necessarily something I needed at the moment. So I did love like the flexibility and the softness and the comfortableness. I actually really like that. I could get a jack boot for $800, you know, and I'm sure they're amazing. The Lollies are great, so to have the harder, stiffer, but not as hard as the Beach Bunny, they're amazing skates. Everybody loves them. Maybe one day I might try them, I don't know. But on that note, to me, this is my jack boot. Like, I cannot speak enough about how freaking amazing this skate is. So right off the bat, not only does it have, so it's the aluminum alloy metal plate here, but it's lighter, even with a metal plate, than my Lolly with the nylon plate. And this has more padding and support and it's thicker. So the only thing I can think of is that these trucks are freaking solid, right? And these trucks are the same material as the plate. I don't exactly know the full-on composite now. I know that they made it a lot more structured and just better than their 1st edition plate, stock plate, but this one is a lot thicker and harder and lighter. It feels like it actually does have like steel and stuff in it, so I need to check on that. So don't quote me on that, but it could be still just aluminum alloy. But anyways, it's thicker, it's wider, it's pretty solid. 2 things that I really love about it, by the way, not only is it super lightweight, but they have this like wedged front, so you don't get that gapping that you get from like all your, sorry, we're connected here, but like how all your other skates get that like spacing kind of from the plate to your boot. So I think that's pretty cool. It has the wedge so it's seamless. Again, these are a hybrid wheel. I was kind of nervous about the type of material because I am pretty fond of how the Fundays are, and they feel and work like just the same. I freaking love this wheel. It's a little harder or smoother, so it actually to me works a little better on the like jam skating and things like that I'm trying to do in outdoor stuff. This plate is really reactive and light, to be honest. Like, it's a jam skating, dancing, and if you do want to do park skating, I actually kind of like the plate. I know that they say, you know, to either upgrade the plate, get a sunlight plate, get a like reactive, neo reactive, or a roll line energy for park skating and things like that. But until the wheels fall off, I'm gonna rock this plate till it breaks. It looks pretty fucking sturdy to me, and I've seen other people use it, no problem. I think my dogs are like getting into the trash or something out there. I keep hearing them. Anyways, so I love that it's a stitched sole. So it's glued, it's bolted, and it's stitched. Unlike all of my other skates. So that spoke loads to me. It has the Allen wrench toe stop. That spoke loads to me because yes, even with the good old adjustable toe stops, they come out or they get loose while you're skating, and sometimes it's a bummer, sometimes it can be kind of scary. I love the color. They're super soft. The tongue is stronger and more durable, but not like the hockey like that. It's like soft and cushiony, and the skate itself is just so cushiony. And of course there's little moon phases all in there. The MoonBoot, both skates have the moon cut out, which I love. It's so spacey. I love it. It has the tongue stabilizer. For that, all these things in perks you already know. I do love the curved heel versus the squared heel. Like I do, like a lot. I just have, it could be the 57mm wheels versus the 62, but I just have a lot more control in this and a lot more stability, I feel like. A lot more support. But yeah, just as comfortable as the lollies. So I have some competition for my lollies that I didn't think was going to happen. They also are wider, so again, more, just a little level more comfort if you like that. But if you don't like that, you know, it really is just kind of all preference when it comes down to those little specifics, because they're both very similar. So for me, how I would say this, oh, one more thing to point out. If you're used to the Beach Bunny, it has a really long wheelbase. Whereas the, so again, this slide block will not fit. Whereas the MoonBoot has the exact spacing as the nylon thrust plate. So if you were used to skating on a lolly, this will have an immediate similar feel and balance, so you'll have no problem adjusting. And if you have a slide block for your lollies or whatever, and you want to try this, or vice versa, MoonBoot to lolly, your slide block should fit. And what other thing was I going to say about this skate before I went off on that? Okay, so I talked about the, oh yes. Again, so I personally just love this skate. Super comfortable. I was skating in it all day, indoor and outdoor. Really nicely made. Everything lined up. So again, the wheels right out of the back, quality control. Almost a little more loose, so I had to like tighten some stuff and loosen some of the trucks very minimally, but it, like straight out the package would have been more acceptable than any of the other places I've ordered skates from. Usually the wheels are pretty tight and you gotta loosen all of that and lace up. I'm having a hard time wanting to take these off. Like I want to sleep in these. Again, they're super light, so even like going through your house, I used to trip over stuff with my other skates, and I'm like making it through. I just love this skate so much, like so much. I love my lolly too, don't get me wrong, I love my lollies. They're gonna really have some competition. Lollies I was using really more for like trail skating and outside door skating, and then in my house and jam skating, rollers park skating, and these were supposed to be just my skate park skates and getting to and from work because of the level of support and comfort with like issues I have going on. But I'm finding that I don't like want to take this off and I don't want to put on my other skates. So another really amazing point with Moonlight that I haven't had, so with my Reidells, the crab tool came. Awesome. With my Beach Bunnies, a crab tool came. Awesome. I don't remember if the lollies did. I'm sure they probably did. So every roller skater knows that they love their 3Y tool. But whenever you have a new style toe stop that needs the Allen wrench, you need the Y4 tool. These cost us money and they don't come with our skates. Well, guess what came with this skate? This tool. I didn't have to go buy this extra. I freaking love that. I freaking love that. I freaking love that. I haven't had any problems from the moment I ordered.